My name is Kirsten, and I'm with Elephant Guardians of Los Angeles. Lucy the elephant is currently being held in the Edmonton Valley Zoo in solitary confinement. In the wild, Lucy would have remained with her mother and natal herd for life. Elephants are not genetically evolved to live alone. The depth of Lucy's loneliness and suffering is staggering. Lucy can be safely transported to a sanctuary, willing to provide a forever home where she will live in peace, quiet, privacy, in wide open natural space, and with the companionship of other elephants. Please, Edmonton Valley Zoo, do the right thing. Release Lucy to sanctuary. Thank you.
I am Panchali Panapitiya, an animal rights activist from Sri Lanka. I am the founder of the organization REA Sri Lanka. This message is to the Mayor of City of Edmonton and the decision makers of Edmonton Valley Zoo. Lucy was sent from Sri Lanka to Canada when she was just a 2-year-old baby. She's turning 50 years old now, but she is still enclosed in your zoo in an unsuitable climate condition to a Sri Lankan elephant. At least now, please give her her freedom. Send her to a sanctuary so she could at least live the few years left in her life as an elephant with the company of other elephants and roaming freely in her own free will. Please send Lucy to sanctuary. Thank you.
Edmonton City Council. My name is Jody Whitaker, and I run the Chicago Alliance for Animals, the Partnership to Ban Horse Carriages Worldwide, and the Center for Ethical Science. By now, you must know what Asian elephants need, and you must know that Lucy is not getting what she needs. She was stolen from her family and home in Sri Lanka, Asia, a very warm climate, and has been stuck alone in your frigid climate. It's beyond time to allow her the freedom she deserves and let her go to sanctuary.
I'm Barbara Lovett, president of Save Nosy Now, a nonprofit dedicated to providing better lives for elephants in zoos and circuses by sending them to sanctuary. We fully support sending Lucy at the Edmonton Valley Zoo to sanctuary to live out her life in peace, autonomy, and independence. Asian female elephants are not meant to live alone, not without the companionship of other elephants. Lucy can easily be transported, despite the zoo finding excuses not to. Elephants in far worse shape have been transported all the time and still are being transported to this day. Reaching sanctuary will change her life. Please send Lucy to sanctuary. It's the best life we can provide for a captive elephant.
My name is Andrea Tainui, and I live in the bottom of the world in New Zealand. Edmonton Valley Zoo has been neglecting the needs of Lucy for so many years. LEAP has been instrumental in bringing worldwide attention to the plight of Lucy. We all stand by you, LEAP, from all corners of the globe to free Lucy and send her to sanctuary. Thank you.
Hi, Phil Demers here from Urgent Seas, lending my voice to the Retire Lucy movement. Lucy is an Asian elephant that's been living in Edmonton. She'll be turning 50 soon. Now, as we know, Edmonton is an awful climate, especially for elephants, but worst of all, she's actually been in solitary confinement for much of her life. And so I'd like to lend my voice, and I'm certainly hoping others will join me in trying to help retire Lucy and get her to a more accommodating space where she can ultimately be with other members of her family and live the remaining of her life as dignified as possible. So join me and Cuckoo in saying Free Lucy.
I'm Sandra Klinger, president of the Elephant Advocacy Project, and I'm asking the City of Edmonton to release Lucy to sanctuary this spring and finally put what is in Lucy's best interest first. Lucy was stolen from her wild family in Sri Lanka and sent to live in completely unnatural conditions at the Edmonton Valley Zoo. Today, we know without question, elephants need vast space to roam, natural habitat, continuous access to fresh browse, autonomy, companions of their own species, and an appropriate climate to meet their basic welfare needs. Lucy does not have any of that at Edmonton Valley Zoo, but she could have all of these things in sanctuary. For nearly all of her 50 years, Lucy has been cruelly denied companionship of another Asian elephant and the ability to communicate and be understood in her own language. Elephant experts have laid out exactly how Lucy can safely be transported to sanctuary using a climate-controlled transport vehicle with continuous monitoring, scheduled breaks, and she could even be provided supplemental oxygen if she needed it. Every minute the City of Edmonton delays is stealing precious time. Lucy should be enjoying a more natural, healing, and joyful life with companions in sanctuary, like the elephants on the video behind me. You are the only thing standing in her way. Please finally put Lucy's needs first and release her to sanctuary.
Soy Diana Valencia, fundadora de Abriendo Jaulas, Abriendo Mentes. Desde México solicitamos a la ciudad de Edmonton y al zoológico Edmonton Valley que libere a un santuario a la elefanta Lucy. También en México tenemos a la elefanta Ellie en la misma situación. Es tiempo ya de crear conciencia y liberar a estos sensibles, gentiles e inteligentes gigantes.
My name is Tira Rutter. CEO of Art for Elephants and AFE Adventures, and I am both honored and sad to speak on behalf of Lucy, the Asian elephant held for decades in captivity alone at the Edmonton Valley Zoo. Studies now prove beyond a shadow of a doubt how intelligent, creative, and family-oriented elephants are. To keep them alone in an inappropriate environment is cruel, inhumane, and immoral. Please do the right thing and release Lucy to a species-appropriate environment as soon as possible. Thank you.
My organization, Save Nosy Now, is a founding organization of the annual Candlelight Vigil for Elephants, in which we commemorate the elephants lost in the previous year in circuses, zoos, and sanctuaries. In 2024, we lost 75 elephants. My fellow advocates and friends at the Vigil for Elephants follow with their message.
I am Courtney. Every year, our team holds a memorial service for all the elephants who died in circuses and zoos from the previous year. This year, Lucy turns 50. We urge the Edmonton City Council to give her the most precious gift of retirement from her frozen prison at the Edmonton Valley Zoo to a warm, welcoming, and spacious sanctuary home.
We call upon the Edmonton Valley Zoo to release Lucy to sanctuary before her name is added to our vigil list.
If the City of Edmonton would listen, it could prevent one premature death, that of Lucy.
The public who has seen Lucy at the Valley Zoo has learned nothing educational about her or how she would have lived in the wild. Looking at her kicking a ball behind bars never educates us on any level about how Lucy, or any other Asian elephant for that matter, would live. Retire Lucy now.
Lucy will end up on the vigil list at some point, but please let's put her on that list having passed away in a sanctuary with other elephants in a better climate than at the horrible Edmonton Valley Zoo.
At Edmonton Valley Zoo, Lucy has been denied the basic welfare needs of an elephant, including companionship of another Asian elephant, vast spaces to roam, fresh browse to eat, autonomy, and an appropriate climate to live in. All of these things are waiting for Lucy in sanctuary right now, if the city will just release her. Elephant experts have explained to the city and zoo in detail how Lucy can safely be transported to sanctuary without sedation, with constant monitoring, with lots of rest stops along the way, and even she could be provided supplemental oxygen if needed. There is no legitimate justification for continuing to hold her in isolation at the zoo. Please put Lucy's needs first and release her to sanctuary now.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Amy Schroff. I'm a veterinarian, and I've been a veterinarian for a very long time, and I've done a lot of volunteer work with elephants in their native areas in Asia. I've been to Thailand, I've been to India, where my father is from, I've been to Nepal, and I have seen elephants in their happy place in sanctuaries that try to replicate how they should live in the wild. Elephants that live in the wild need mud and sand, they need water, they need warmth, they need a temperature of probably about between 65 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit. They need community. They are herd animals, and they need each other to be happy and to socialize. And Lucy is turning 50 this year. So 50 is older for an elephant, but it's not necessarily ancient that she could not travel. And so I have seen and witnessed firsthand elephants that have had many more issues: physical injuries, physical illness, emaciation, starvation, neglect, animals that are older, that have been brought hundreds of miles, across Thailand in particular. They've been transported in an open truck for days, and they have survived beautifully. Elephants are resilient. They deserve absolutely everything that is good that we can give them. And right now, the Edmonton Zoo is not doing that. And I don't really understand who it's benefiting. It's not benefiting Lucy, And I don't know that it's necessarily benefiting the people that see her. So I ask you, on behalf of myself as a veterinarian and the veterinary community, to please relocate Lucy to a sanctuary where she can be in warm weather, because right now the weather is terrible. It's probably not good for her body at all. She doesn't have any of the key things that elephants need to thrive and survive. And yes, she will survive a trip to a warmer area where she can have a sanctuary. I'm really hoping that Canada and Edmonton will see clear to relocate her. And I really hope and pray that that will happen. Thank you so much.
My name is Heather Craig, former president of Rhino and Elephant Defenders. If Lucy could speak, she would say that she is lonely and bored and longs to be with other elephants. She does what she is told so as to not cause trouble. She dreams of warmer weather and space in nature. Her joints are sore from the hard surfaces she stands on. Captivity is a slow, agonizing death. She would beg her humans to free her.
For the past 48 years, Lucy has lived at the Edmonton Valley Zoo after being captured from the wild. How long is the Edmonton Valley Zoo going to hang on to Lucy? How long will the taxpayers have to pay for the improvements that never come? How will the people of Edmonton react to Lucy's death, knowing that she died in a climate that is unsuitable for an elephant? History will not be kind.
Free Lucy. She has suffered enough at the hands of her handlers.
We support Lucy and her fight for freedom.
She deserves to live the rest of her life in peace.
It's time to let her actually be an elephant. Please, free Lucy.
Deserve freedom and not be entertainment for others.
There's no need for an elephant to be in a circus. Please, free Lucy.
She needs to retire and enjoy the rest of her life. So please, free Lucy.
Free Lucy now.
Lucy should get to retire. Free Lucy.
She's been way too long and she deserves her sanctuary. Free Lucy and send her to sanctuary.
Lucy deserves better.
Free Lucy.
It's time to free Lucy.
Please, free Lucy. We ask you on behalf of Stews for Elephants and our several thousand followers, we ask you to please retire Lucy to sanctuary. She deserves that.
Free Lucy!
Aching joints and unmitigated boredom make up Lucy's miserable days at Edmonton Valley Zoo. In 2010, PETA, ZooCheck Canada, and a local resident filed suit against the city, calling for Lucy to be sent to a sanctuary. The case was dismissed due to lack of standing, but we know that instead of frigid winters, concrete floors, painful bullhooks, and desperate loneliness, Lucy deserves to spend her golden years enjoying space, warm air, and companionship. The city has irrefutably failed Lucy for nearly a half century, and it's time they do the right thing.
No, there she goes playing the piano. That's a new one.
Oh, she's playing music nice.
My name is David Castleman. I'm the founder of the EcoFlix Foundation, the EcoFlix channel, and a co-founder of the Cambodia Wildlife Sanctuary more than 20 years ago. I have seen firsthand how a solitary zoo elephant can go on to thrive in a sanctuary setting.
And a judge rules that the Islamabad Zoo must be closed for mistreating its animals. Within months, Kavan is beginning his journey to freedom.
They'll try to hold your spirit down.
But see how she's holding up that back, right leg? She's been doing that since we got here. So obviously she's feeling some pain there. Also look at her front left foot. Oh, that looks bad.
David Castleman, co-founder of the Cambodia Wildlife Sanctuary, who helped engineer Kavan's journey to freedom.
Moving Kavan there at an age where he can actually have a real life was pretty fulfilling. And it dawned on me that we could do that for Billy. And I thought about it before, but I didn't have proof. Now I have proof. He was rescued, and Lucy needs to be rescued. We would make a home for her at the Cambodia Wildlife Sanctuary, just as we have done for Kavan, and we're offering to do for Billy. Please, be part of the solution. Elephants don't live in zoos. They die in zoos. Edmonton, please do the right thing and let Lucy go to sanctuary before it's too late.
For 48 years, Lucy, an elephant that was captured when she was 2 years old in Sri Lanka, has been alone in the Edmonton Valley Zoo. She's been a prisoner for almost 5 decades. It's time that she goes to a proper sanctuary where she can have the fellowship of other elephants. And this profiteering of her over all these decades is simply unacceptable. So I'm petitioning to the Edmonton Valley Zoo to free Lucy and let her go to a sanctuary. I know my friend Bob Barker tried to, set her free years ago and unfortunately was unsuccessful. But, enough time has gone by. So let's do it. Let's think about the elephant. Let's think about Lucy. And I think she's earned her freedom. Thank you.
Everyone deserves the family. Elephant or us, we all want to have a family. I ask the Edmonton Zoo, please give the chance for Lucy to have the freedom, and please consider it and think to let her free and stay with the herd. All the elephants need the time from themselves to go to play with friends, to go to play with mud, to join the herd and speak to their own language. It's not too late to give Lucy to have the chance of freedom and to give the chance to her to have a family. She's not too old to transport, but she have the right to go to have a new family and stay sanctuary. Thank you.